Hi everyone, my name is DeCorsia and I am excited to come and talk to you guys about the one thing that I think has really played such a huge part in helping me be great. And that is recognizing and breaking soul ties. I've known about soul ties since I was in high school, and because I am such a spiritual person, and I have spiritual family members, spiritual mentors, people have talked to me about it, I've researched it, and I've actually dealt with it. So there were two major soul ties in my life that I could recognize just it being a soul tie. You know, the attachment, the emotional connection, and I wasn't able to recognize that those soul ties needed to be broken until like recently. Like honestly, like recently. So a soul tie is a spiritual connection that can be godly or ungodly. The two that I am talking about are ungodly soul ties. I would say I have a godly soul tie with my daughter. That is a spiritual connection, an emotional connection that I think was sent from God. I know was sent from God, and that's something that I could say is a godly soul tie. Just to give you an example, ungodly soul tie is something that a bond that is formed from toxic traits, obsessiveness, possessiveness. Um, you start to just put that person or their actions above anything else you have going on. Just something that you are attached to more. This is what can set it apart. Something or someone that you are attached to more than your connection with God. So if it is taking away the level and capacity that you could reach with God, then it is going to get in the way of you. So it is ungodly if it takes you away from your relationship with God. It is ungodly if it keeps you from doing the positive things that you are trying to do. It causes chaos. It is toxic. It is confusion. It is, you know, causes depression, anxiety. It brings all of the bad things out of you. There is some good things, but they are brief. They are short. They are temporary. They're not happy. They're happy moments. It's not a permanent thing. It's not an easygoing situation. There are times when you are happy, but it's not ongoing. So that is kind of how you can differentiate ungodly and godly. Really, we know automatically. We don't need to go into it deeper. We really know. The reason we go into it deeper to try to find out whether it's good or bad for us is when we're trying to convince ourselves that this person or this thing should be a part of our lives, because we don't want to get rid of it, because we're loving what is going on. We're loving the things that we can get out of it until it hurts us. And then it's a problem. So it really is just a matter of how hurt do you want to be and how much are you going to want to put up with. And so I am just at a point in my life where I am just ready for the next level. And in knowing that, it's time to sever, cut, dead these soul ties. It's just time. It's been time, but I put it off for so long because I know when I cut the soul tie, that it's not going to even leave room for a friendship. It's not going to leave room for anything. It's really just the end all, be all. And I think the friendship part is really what kept me from doing it for so long. But then I had to think, if this person is doing all of these things that I communicated and expressed that, it's not making me happy, it is not working for me, giving alternatives, things that I wanted, and they still weren't able to do that, then I just don't feel like you're a friend. Because I wouldn't do stuff to my friends that I know is hurting them. I wouldn't do things to my daughter, even if it's not on purpose. you now know what is hurting someone, why keep doing it, So there's a lack of care, there's lack of actions. And so that was enough for me to say, this isn't a friend. So why am I even caring if I'm going to continue to be friends with them when they aren't treating me as such? So I just knew that that was something that I needed to do. And so in that process, I have been celibate for over a year, which has helped me so much because I was dreading the process for so long. I really just didn't know if I was able to do it. I knew I could, but I didn't want to because I was so sad. Like, wow, I just won't even be able to talk to them, to be friends with them. Like, it's one thing for us to not be working on a relationship, but for me to not even be able to call and check up on you type of dead, that was sad to me. But it's worth it. I mean, it is so worth it. You can still wish someone well from afar. You can still send positive energy, prayers, whatever you need to do to make yourself feel comfortable in the process. You can do all of those things. But that was just what was best for me, because me keeping these people around as placeholders, just what's the benefit of that? It's just no benefit. They're literally placeholders, just taking up space that they need to go. They need to go. So I was able to do that. And like I said, with me being celibate and not opening that portal for spirits to be intertwined and taken and, given, that helped me kind of just see things clear. So with me not having sex, with me blocking people, not giving myself and giving the other person access to one another, that helped a lot. Getting rid of things that the person has given you that you like cherish, I mean, I would say some stuff you can keep if you don't look at it as like a shirt that you would just smell because it smells like them, that needs to go. If it is jewelry that they got you that you've always wanted, that when you wear it, you think of them, it needs to go. If it's something that they've given you and it doesn't bring back memories, then I would say it's fine to keep. But if it's like something that's triggering you and bringing you back to like the good person that they were, or something that's going to make you want to call them, or you're like going down memory lane, then it's not going to be healthy for you. So I just wouldn't recommend that. But really and truly, I think because of the celibacy, this process has been easy. I mean, that's kind of crazy to say because I was dreading it. It has been such a smooth process, and I think because it is so long overdue, it has been like, who? Like I can really say that and not be bitter about it, not be sarcastic. Like that's a genuine reaction. When someone asks me about this person, it's really just like I don't feel a way. I'm in indifference. I'm not happy. Like, I don't talk to them. Fuck them. It's not that. It's not, oh my gosh, I missed them so much. It's neither one. I'm just indifferent. It's just a zen. It's like I haven't talked to them. I wish they're doing well. I don't want to talk about them. I don't want you asking me about them. Like you have to demand boundaries and demand respect from people that are bringing the other person up too. Because when you talk about things, it brings all that stuff up again. You don't want to do it while you're angry. And then when you're asked about them, you're angry and all those emotions come up. You want to make sure you deal with the separation, like during the process and before the process, and really make sure you have God involved with it, because you will not have the strength to do it if otherwise. And you need to make sure that this is something that you really want to do. You need to make sure that you are not hoping in the back of your mind that you guys are gonna get back together, that they're gonna figure it out, come back strong, that you're just doing this to teach them a lesson. You're waiting on them secretly. Like, it has to be a real thing, because if those are your intentions, then a fake cut of a soul tie is only, like, that's toxic behavior. Like, seriously, that's toxic for yourself, and that's you really holding yourself back. But if you're willing to set boundaries in order for them to hopefully have better actions, then that's one thing. But that is not you breaking a soul tie. So do not call it that. That is a lie. That is a lie. That's you taking a break and being open to them getting better to come back to you a better person, which is fine. We've done that. That's fine. But this is not what this is. That's not what this is at all. So you have to know in your heart, when you go about this, when you do it wholeheartedly, determined and disciplined, that this is an end all be all. It's not a one day they're gonna be great and come back to you. When that does happen, because it will, I'm sure it will. I'm sure it'll happen to me. They will be a better person, come back, hey, I'm in town, whatever, run into you. You're going to be in such a better place to where entertaining it is detrimental, Entertaining it is a fucking joke. It's nothing to talk about. I don't care to know the family you started. I don't care to know the business you started. I don't care to know the car you have. I don't care to know. Genuinely, I don't care to know. If the person was sick, God can handle that. It's nothing I can do, It's nothing I can do. I will pray for you. I will wish you the best, but I am not gonna step outside of what I'm capable of doing and trying to play God. That is gonna bring me back into a situation that I was so desperate to get out of. Not at all. Not at all. It's nothing that can do that for me, because that is how like serious I am about this. And there's people that have gone through way worse than I have when it comes to relationships, but this is something that I know that I need, because there's places that I am so ready to go that I know I can't take them with me. They are literally just burdens. Like, they need to, I'm walking up a mountain with 2 heavy ass fucking 100-pound bags on each shoulder. No, I'm not going 5 feet. I can't get to where I need to go with these burdens on my back. They have to go. They're not doing anything for me. It's not like I'm carrying a 100-pound sack of money and pulling a car. No, it's nothing that I'm willing to sacrifice in order to bring them with me, because it's nothing that they were willing to sacrifice to come with me. You get what I'm saying? So it's enough about them, and it's all about you. It's time for you to be selfish to an extent. If you want to get to where you want to get to, you have to be willing to do the craziest stuff. And sacrifices are, you get the biggest rewards from, making sacrifices. And that is something that I am willing to do at this point, because having them around, it was cool. We have fun. It was cool, but it's not something that's permanent. And I know that that's not something that those people, I wouldn't marry, like, that coming out of my mouth is crazy, because at one point I wanted to marry, both of them. But now, oh my gosh, I couldn't imagine being married to either one of them. Like, how miserable I would be, how worrisome and crazy. Like, right now, I don't have to worry about me catching a STD. I don't have to worry about, who I'm getting cheated on with. I don't have to worry about somebody popping up with a kid and me thinking we're so happy. I don't have to worry about the things that people in my generation have to worry about, because that's not where I'm at mentally. Like, having sex and getting dick down on a regular, oh my gosh, it sounds like, sometimes I miss it. It sounds amazing. I'll be so happy when I get stories from my friends, because it's like, yes, get it, sis, because I'm not getting it. But what I am gonna get from this is so much better than that. Like, I just would hate to be settling in my prime. Hate to settle in the years that I should be working hard, you know? So I'm just super excited about this. I cannot believe I'm in this moment, and I have a best friend that we're going on this journey together, so we hold each other accountable. I would definitely say get an accountability partner, because you need somebody to let you know. They like, hey, this person just hit me up. You know, I haven't talked to them. You know, I'm working on cutting them off. Should I just have this last conversation for closure? Y'all need to talk about it. Hold each other accountable. You know, you need to determine going into it the things that you will and will not do because you feel like it's a trigger or you feel like it'll bring you back. That's up to you to decide. Because for one person, a closure thing could be beneficial. For somebody else, it could just have you wrapped up all over again. You know, or maybe you can have it just not in person. You know, just you have to set boundaries and have someone there to help you through the journey, because it is tough. And these are demons that we're dealing with. You get what I'm saying? It's not light. You have to take this serious, because it is serious. When you are determined and you are a child of God, the devil will use the people that are closest to you, the situations that once made you better, to fuck everything up in your life. And it's sad when it is that way, but that is real. And so you have to make sure that you aren't blinded by a person or a moment that meant so much to you, because these are people that we loved and that meant a lot to us, but God means more, and he knows who needs to be a part of our life. So when you have a sign, you need to take it. It's no time for excuses. It's no time for it's none of that, because deep down inside, we know if somebody is right for us and if they aren't. And we know when what we're dealing with is bullshit and what we deserve is more. But we choose to make excuses because of potential, because of we saw the good that somebody can do, and we think that that's something that they can keep doing, when really they just had a good moment. You know, it's not in their character. And sometimes people are just so destroyed from their history, their past, their upbringing, that it's really nothing you can do. Some people are just incapable. They really are, and they don't even know it. And so they're trying to love you, right? They're trying to do all of this, but they're incapable. And so that's when you have to say, you know, I don't take this personal. I can't take what you're doing to me personal, even though it's me dealing with it, because you don't know any better. And it's not up to me to teach you. I'm not going to take time out of my life, out of my schedule, out of my greatness to help you when you aren't helping me. You know, you have to have those deep conversations. You have to have those tough conversations, or you will be stuck, complacent, stagnant, looking crazy, and missing out on your husband, dealing with some mediocre dick. I'm sorry, it ain't worth it. It's not worth it. And I would be the single friend forever if that's what it take. Like, I don't think it's anything right now in this moment that could bring me back. I can't think of one good moment that could bring me back to, you know, like take me away from the peace of mind and the state of mind that I now have. It's no one that can do that. And when that person is able to take me there, I'm going to know that that's my husband. But I'm not going to miss out on something great dealing with something mediocre. Like, I can't do that, because I know what I'm offering, it can be reciprocated. And if you can't even do half of what I'm doing, or, you know, have half of the energy that I'm giving you, it's a no. It's a no. It's a no-go. And so my God made it very clear that I deserve better. Clear to the point where I can't entertain it, and I will not entertain it. It's nothing to talk about, guy. It's nothing to talk about, sir. It's a block. You're blocked. It's nothing else for me to talk about, because I've made it very clear. And you took it as a joke. And so now you see it's not a game. It's not a fucking game. You can play with somebody else, but I'm not to be played with. And that's just on period. I'm not to be played with. So, yeah. wish you the best and a little less. Because I was the best. You get what I'm saying? No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, so that is just me recognizing soul ties, being strong enough to break them, and believing in God so much to where I don't think about sex unless I hear somebody's story about it. I'm not pressed about it. I'm not sad like, oh, I needed some dick. Like it's not that, because that's not something that I crave. Like I crave God. I crave my relationship with God. I'm so excited to know the next thing that he wants me to do. I'm excited for his plans for me. Like I am looking forward to the things that I thought was impossible. Things that I never thought that I was able to do. And why did I have those thoughts? Because I was so wrapped up in toxicity that I wasn't able to recognize that I could do anything that I put my mind to because I have God on my side. And so without any distractions, without attachments, God is going to make a way, period. He's going to make a way. He's going to make a way when he sees the sacrifices that I made, when he sees that I'm putting him first, genuinely. Not that I'm saying it. Not that it's just me doing it in this moment to get a reward. No, this is something that I'm living. This is me living this, not just saying it, me being genuinely happy about the decision that I made to cut people off. That it's not just that, it's about to be 2020, time to cut these niggas off. No, they've been dead since, they've been dead, RIP'd, in the grave, for some months now. So it's no resurrection with them. It's not that. And it's no hard feelings either. It's just a goodbye, good riddance. I'm on my way. And it's sad that you couldn't be a part of it, but it is what it is. And so I wish you the best. But I had to put you to rest, and I'm moving to the next, period. That's it. God bless y'all. Start breaking them soul ties. It's needed for your greatness.